Hello everyone, I hope you must doing well. So welcome to this video, and in this video we are going to study about the faces, vertex and the edge, right? So we are on the interface. So if I talk about this one, this is the empty image so that I downloaded to describe what is or where the faces or the vertex or the edge is, and I added a default cube. So before proceeding with anything, let's discuss about regarding the scene, right? Regarding the viewport. Okay, so under this drop down you can check with the wireframe so that you can have the visibility of the wire, right? And under this drop down you can probably, it is by default to the studio, right? You can switch with matte cap, and under the matte cap we are having different shaders or the materials, right? So you can switch with any of these. Okay, I'm using this one, so you can also have that. And under this section you can select with the random, right? Or you can switch, by default it is set with the material, you can switch in that also. And regarding the background, right? So what is background? So whatever, if I talk about, by default it is set to theme, right? Or world, right? So it is bit a white color, so I would like to work in a black background, so that's why I did with black. So it is very eye-catching for me to work, right, with focus. So you can on the cavity also, right? It is a bit difference or the highlight at the edge part. Okay, so you can switch on that also. It is just a visual purpose, it is not going to having any effect on the output, right? So let's get started with what is the faces, vertex and the edge, right? We cannot select with this thing as it is a 2D image, right? And we are having the default cube. You are having probably like this thing. Okay, so you can change that I just told you. So you can select with this cube and you can press the tab key. So tab key means you are going to into the edit mode, right? So that you can switch by pressing the tab, that is also over here, that I just get on with the screencast. Okay, and you can also switch from this thing, right, over, yeah, edit mode. Okay, so over here you can see there are three options. The first thing is the vertex, the second is the edge, and the third is the face area, right? So if I talk about over here, if I bring back or bring the annotation over here, we can color it as a red one. Okay, it will highlight the most, so that's why you can erase this thing. Okay. So if I talk about the vertex, right? So where is the vertex? So the corner, right? For example, this is the line and this is the line, right? So this point, that is called the vertex, right? So that is what the vertex is. So if I talk about this cube, right, by the way it is a 2D image, but it is just represented as a 3D, right? So over here, where is the vertex? So over here, right? So these are the different vertex which are present in this cube, right? The 3D cube, right? And if I talk about the edge, we can have the different color. We can have the green color, right? So if I talk about the edge area, right? So over here, as you also know that this is the X and this is the Y, right? And we can consider in a manner, for example, this is the edge that of the X-axis and this is the edge of the Y-axis, right? So we can say that this part or this line, we can take the annotation of line. Yeah, so this is the edge, even this is the edge, this is the edge, even in the background the dotted lines are there, that is also a edge, right? Okay, I think green is not highlighting. Yeah, we can keep the green here. So these are the different vertex, the edge, right? And if I talk about the face areas, so what the remaining part is left. Okay, so if I take the another color, for example orange, okay, so these areas we can erase so that you will get we can pick the red and we can take the eraser so that we can erase. Yeah, we can erase. And yeah. Okay, so these are the face areas. Okay, so you can see in the 2D image of the cube, so these are the face areas. So if same I tell you in this cube, right, as we also know this is a 3D cube and this is just a 2D image. Okay, so where is the edge, right? We can go into the edit mode. Okay, and we selected with the edge, so where is the edge? So this and this and this. And if I talk about the bottom part, these are the different edge which are present in this cube, right? So there are 4 on the top and there are 4 on the bottom, right? So total 8 edges, or not the edges, the vertex are there, right? And if I talk about the edge areas, okay, before it's a vertex and now we are talking about the edge, right? So over here these lines or the background dotted lines, those all are the edge areas. So over here these are the edge areas. So if it is not visible that much, we can switch. Okay, yeah, so these are the edges of this cube which are present, right? And the third one, that is the face. So we can select this thing, this one, and I think this is left. So these are the different face areas which are present in the cube, right? So I hope that you got where is the vertex, edge and the face. And if I talk about, for example, how we can switch between these vertex, edge or the faces, right? So as you also know, for example, we can switch back like this. Yeah, as you also know, we can switch between these three by just having the click on the face, edge or the vertex, right? But there is also another opportunity to select all these three options. Okay, so to select the vertex, right, you needed to press one key. So when I am going to press the one key, you can see the right now it is selected with the edge, right? You can see that blue highlight. But when I'm gonna press one key, you can see that it will get automatically switch into the vertex, right? And whatever key I'm pressing right over in my keyboard, that going to be showed over here, right? So if I press 1, that is showed over here, and you can see that the vertex is get selected, and we can select the different vertex of this cube, right? And if I talk about the edge part, right, so you can select by using the two number key. Okay, so you get with the edge, so you selected with this edge, you can move that by pressing the G, or you can scale it down like this, right? So this is the edge we just selected by pressing 2 in our keyboard. And to select the face area, you needed to press 3. So you can select this face area, you can scale it down like this, so the whole face area is get affected, right? Why the whole face area is get affected? Because we selected with the face, right? So probably you are not having this thing whatever I'm just explaining, because in our keyboard there are two places where the numpad is there, right? Not the numpad, the numeric representation, right? So if I talk about the keyboard, on the right hand side there are the numpad completely. We are having the additional, subtraction, and there is a numpad from 1 to 0, right? 1, 2, 3 and the 9, 1, right? But there is also another place where the alphabets are there. So there is also in a straight line there are different numeric present, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and the 0, 1, right? So what place you needed to press the numpad? Numeric where the alphabets are written, right? A, B, C, D. So in that area you needed to press the numpad. Okay, so if you gonna press 1 in the numpad, it is not going to work because it is get selected with a different thing, right? If you gonna press the 1 in the numpad you can see it will get automatically in the front view, because 1 means the front view, right? So if you gonna press the 1 key in the location where the alphabets are written, so probably you will get switch into the vertex selection, right, which is just did over here. Okay, and if you press the 1 key from the numpad, whole numpad which is there, right, all the calculator pad or whatever you can say, right, so that is have a different work. And to select the vertex or the edge or the face, you needed to press the numeric keys where it is located where the alphabets are written, right? So I hope it is clear now what is the edge or the vertex or the faces. Okay, so one extra thing I just want to tell you before ending this video. For example, I just added with a cube, right, and we can scale it in a y direction, right, in a x direction also. And we are going to be in the edit mode. You can press tab for that, and we can switch into the face by having the 3 numpad, right? And we can select this face area and we can right click and we can subdivide, right? And there is a operation came over here. We can subdivide by, for example, 15. Okay, let's take the 10. Sorry. So what I just want to tell you, for example, wait a minute. For example, you want to select all these edge areas, right? You don't want to select the face areas, just you want to select the edge areas, right? So probably if you are a new user or the beginner guy, you are probably having like this thing, right? It is completely a time taking thing, so it is going to take that time, and yeah, it's completely a no thing. So to select the edge of that, you can take the help of the faces, right? So probably you are thinking how you can select the edges by using the face selection. So you can select that. It is not in that much efficient, but it is just a way. For example, you can press C in your keyboard. So C is going to make or enables the circle selection. So for example, you gonna select all these face areas, right? And you selected with all these face areas, but we only want the edge over here, right, in the border areas, only that selection we want. Okay, so we can switch into the edge we can switch by clicking over here, or we can switch by pressing the 2 numpad over here, right? So we can again press C and we can take the help of mid mouse button, right? So what does the mid mouse button going to do? It will going to deselect the whatever selection we did with, right? So if we going to do like this, yeah, I think we selected with all the edges. And if I tell you, yeah, we selected with all the edges. So it is just a way to select. Okay, you can select by this thing also like this, right? But it's completely up to you, as the artificial intelligence is also hovering over the internet. So yeah, try to become more efficient as possible. And yeah, we can end this video, and any another topic is there from your side, so that you can tell in the comment. And don't forget to like or share or subscribe my channel. And yeah, we can end this video. Bye bye, take care.